Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Ground of Aces. Today's beverage is a very hearty and warming beef bovril. So welcome back to Ground of Aces, the RAF Airfield simulator. The idea is that you will construct and manage an RAF airfield during World War II. You have to weather attacks on the base, as well as do various missions yourself using all manner of aircraft. Previously, we had a look at the relatively new tutorial with the latest update. However, I really wanted to continue on and, well, do a bit of a series. This is that. Let's see how we get on. We have 3 options to choose from for our starting location. We've got RAF Lichford, we've got RAF Debden, and finally RAF Perranporth. And I think they all basically are the same in terms of what you'll be doing. So yeah, because they all start roughly the same time period, or if not exactly the same. Yeah, they're all the same basically. Weather is all the same as well, and the other stuff there. Oh no, actually you do start with an airstrip at RAF Debden, which this one, it does say that there's pre-existing buildings. I like the idea of starting from scratch and going with basically RAF Lichfield, which was the first one added to the game. But yeah, it's quite colourful and hopefully will teach us the basics, because like I said, we've done the tutorial, but yeah, we haven't really done any sort of building in anger with the training wheels off, so we'll have to see. The training wheels may come off, the stabilizers may come off. In fact, the wheels might come off on the entire thing, and everything go south very quickly. Other adages of things going wrong are available, but in summary, we are going to do our best. So loading the map, and we will be presented with our starting location. There it is. It's RAF Lichfield, and it already has some basic things actually. Lichfield, Staffordshire, England, and we can see there is 1, 2, 3, 4 tents. I'm guessing some of them will be some sleeping arrangements. Looks to be some sort of medical thing. And oh, right, we've been attacked there. There's no one on the Bofors by the look of it. And yeah, we can see. Oh, right, okay. I was wondering. It did say that there's. Yep, that's an attack. We've got bombers coming in and dropping all manner of ordnance on our airfield by the look of it, and things are somewhat broke. It did say that we are a few days later here. Yeah. I did say that we start from scratch, and well, that's probably what's happening here. Welcome, Commander. You've been allocated a portal van to build up the airfield. We've seen this before at the very start, so let's see what we can do. Let's just go for pause. So. If you've not seen the previous video, which is the full tutorial, then I would recommend you go and watch that. But basically, for the sake of summary, essentially, as I said, you have to put together your airfield or air base. I'm not too sure whether those terms are interchangeable, but basically that's what you have to do. And that means gathering resources, means manufacturing, looking after your ground crew and your pilots, getting a airstrip as well as some places for the planes to be parked. And then you not only have to weather the attacks, but also have to do various missions as well. You have to obviously manage your crew, so we've got 4 at this particular stage. We've got the overall schedule for your sleep, leisure and work. We probably won't touch that, at least for the time being. You've got the aeroplane depot, which is split into various tiers. So you've got tier 1 up and you've got tier 1, which is like Gloucester Gladiator, Hawker Hurricane, Bristol Bullfighter, etc. You've got the Spitfire, Tempest, we've got one of my favorites, the Mosquito, the Mozzie, and then it goes up to like jets here with the Gloucester Meteor. So yeah, that's a very aspirational thing for us. And well, yeah, you have to build, and let's see how we get on. So on the right hand side, it shows really the things that are going wrong very, very quickly. So no food, no kitchen, no source station. That's all in red. That is a priority. Then no water and no runway. Also, it does say establish airbase capability. So it is still giving us a little bit of a hand on this one in order to continue. So we will do just that. So I'm going to go with visibility of taking the roof off this thing. So this is where we've got some beds in this tent here, and well, we do need to build more. It says optional, get a total of 10 beds. So I don't know why you would need 10, because we've only got like 4 crew. So yeah, I guess we could do that. We might build another tent. But we need to build an airstrip, build a parking spot, and order an airplane. That's the very basics of it. And then obviously we've got other things like the kitchen, food, and things like that. We do have, let's say, this area here, which is for our crew. We've got this, which I believe that is a sick bed. Yes, let me just go, let me check. Buildings, no, areas. It's areas, and it is... Oh, maybe not. Hang on then. Areas: storage, gardening, safety. Oh yeah, we'll have to put some gardening in. Safety, etc. I think it's just based on yeah what you put in there. So we've got the sick bed, so that'll be an object and medical, and then there's all. Oh, there's loads of medical stuff. Oxygen bottle, divider curtains. All right, so some of them provide passive bonuses. So a night table gives you organized rest affects recovery and 3 meter radius, confidence +1. You got tool trolleys and things like that, and oh, gravestones. Let's hope we don't have to build those. But yeah, it's yeah, sort of part of the job, I guess. Right, okay, so I'll come back to the beds first. Let's build an airstrip. So a basic airstrip, we go to runways and to an airstrip, and you can see this is where it was previously positioned. So I'm going to probably do that, and I'm going to go with the width of, well, the width goes up to, you can see it's changing on here. This is where you got the rating of the airstrip, and I've got it paused because I don't want it like that. I want to change it up a little bit. So pause it, please. So that's the length. I'm just going to change it. Hang on. So can I drag it like so? Oh, I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna have to start it again. Actually, remove. So, runways, yes. I'll go back over to that. So, airstrip, and then I'm going to go from, say, here and then along. And there you go. So, this is the width, and 12 meters, 13, 14 meters will give us a tier 2. Let's change the direction. We can change it from dirt over to sand, but I don't have that. But I will continue on, and I'm going to get this to length of at least rating 1. So, we've got rating 1 for the length, 14 meters, so just in the tier 2 range, and then rating 1 for the type. Now, if we would change it to sand, it would change it to tier 2. I don't know if you can retrofit that later on. I'm not entirely sure, but that's what we're going to have for the time being. The crew will go ahead and sort that. You can see loads of stuff is being delivered. These are all of our supplies, so we'll do that. We also need a parking spot, so I'll go for small parking, and that'll go here. And obviously it does mean chopping those trees down, which actually I will go for harvest anyway, so we'll harvest all of that. It also says we don't have any food, so we're going to pick up all of the mushrooms here. This is one of the things that I didn't necessarily get on with when I first started the game. This was back in the early alpha days, probably a couple of years ago now, where it was like, yeah, you're building an official airbase, but you have to sort of gather your own stuff. It presents it as like a, there's a sort of shortage, rationing and things going on, so that's why we have to do it. But anyway, there is a couple of ways to lose the game. The main one is morale going to -70, and then it is game over. I don't know if we'll ever see that. I'm hoping not, but obviously the fun is finding out, although it won't be that fun. We've also got loads of resources here which we need for a storage. So I'm going to do a couple of those. So let's go to areas and let's go for a storage. And I'm going to place one of the storages in here. And that's just going to be a 5x6. And that is going to be deselect all. However, all of our rubbish can go there. So that's where we get rid of stuff. After that, storage. I want to place some storage in and around... do I want to make a gap of 2 around? I probably want to have a gap of 2 around here. I don't know where that comes from. It's just, yeah, if it was a gap of 2, it would be like that, and then over to, say, let's make it, we don't need it, probably 6 by 12 will be acceptable. So that's storage, and that's going to have all of our basic and military components, so that's fine. I also want to get that under cover. If you don't have it under cover, then you can have some problems. So building, and it's going to be the floor, walls, and everything else. So let's go for the walls. So it's going to be that. Let's go for some floor. Let's go for that. Let's go for some doors, which I'm going to place in a door here, here, and here. Windows I don't care about, and then the roof over there. Now the reason you do that is because if we just pause it for a moment, we can mouse over this one, and it says resource pile. This is tab, and it shows you in integrity. So this is our condition of the item, and it shows that the effect. So exposed to ground is 10% faster degradation, exposed to sky 20% faster degradation. Now it does state faster. That sort of indicates to me that it doesn't matter what you do, there will be some level of degradation anyway. So we'll have to see. There's no kitchen, no source station, no sheltered storage, runway incomplete, and no plane station. Actually, I basically skipped ahead for this part here, and I've gone for the latter part of the things. That the main priority is actually kitchen and sauce station, so we should probably do that. Objects, then would be workbenches and a field kitchen. And the field kitchen, I'm just gonna sort of dump around, I think, a little bit. So I'm going to put one maybe in. Oh, actually, I'm going to put it, and this is a bit selfish of me, I'm going to put it around here because at least I have got sort of clean visibility to it. So that can go in there. I'm not going to be too precious on where I place these because this is sort of a very. I'm obviously new to the game relatively. Obviously I've played it a couple of times before and done the tutorial, but no level of great experience. So I'm just sort of experimenting, and obviously if we need to move these later on, we can do all of that. So I'll put those in there, and I will say prioritize building and prioritize building. In terms of building wise, if we go over to our crew members, we actually have 8 crew now. So we have Alfred Pickett, who is a engineer, I believe. They're a field mechanic. We also have Ken Heindrup, who is also the same thing. We have a couple of people, Frederick Gibbs, who is a builder. We've got a medic, Hugh Heindrup as well. Francis and Mara, they are what are they classed in this game? An AAF labourer. Harold Coulthard, and they are again a field engineer. James O'Meara, who's the rubbish disposal, and then Victor O'Meara we've got as the cook. So we've got a bit of everything, I think. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 classes. We got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hang on, have I got that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 classes. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, and one of these I changed. One of those that should be that. Yeah, so we got one of everything. We may need to change those up. We might have a look at that. And basically setting these as the defaults for what happens. So whether it be medicine, airplane maintenance, building, etc. Some of them haven't got any ratings in it. Some of them have different priorities. 1 being the highest, 3 being the lowest. You can change them and add them in if you really want to. That changes it to different custom ratings. But there you go. I don't believe that the crew themselves have any particular skills. Their ratings are confidence, energy, and mood. That's the overall morale for this person, as well as the overall health as well. That affects what they do and how they act. Health goes to a bit further down, the sort of sluggish. If it goes to quite low, they basically need to be hospitalized. And then if it goes to 0, well, you're pretty much up on what will happen there. So yeah, they've got no skills in terms of their overall like workability. So even if you set them, basically, if a cook who's been cooking up a magnificent meal every day for a decade, and you change him over to a worker to cut down trees, for example, they are aptly proficient at either role. So I assume, perhaps wrongly, that skills and other things are going to be coming in a later update, but again, I'm not entirely sure. So we're going to build up the field kitchen, we're going to build up the sauce station, the airstrip's coming in, the parking spot, the airplane's going to come in, then we'll have the beds. I probably will build another area for beds. Actually, what is this? What is this thing? Oh, this is a toilet tent, is it? Okay. Is it? Safety zone, expand. It says toilet floor tent. Toilet. Oh, yes. Smelly, affects sleep and eat in a 5-meter radius and mood -1. So that's the loo. What we'll do is we'll have an area where we can grow some crops because it would be fairly useful, I think. And getting that early on is probably the way to go. So I'm going to have a 10 by 4, and that's going to be some beans, and it's going to be seeds, and then we'll start that. And then after that, we're going to go with gardening zone. It's going to be a 10 by 4, 5, 6, just to differentiate. Actually, should we have it as 8? We'll have it as double the size, and that is going to be beans, and it's going to be food. So we start growing that. So the person who's good at gardening is going to come along, and yeah, ho ho ho, they're going to get all of that done. Sorted. Oh, there's also wild beans over there as well. Let me go to collections. There we go. Right, field kitchen is in. We can say you got purified water or meals. So I can say meals. Produce until we have. How many meals do we have? This is like raw resources. This is manufacturing. It's split into, again, 3 tiers: 1, 2, and 3. So like food rations, strong medicine, and repair parts. They're like the tier 3. I don't know if it goes to any higher tiers. Like, I don't know where ammunition will be in this lot, but we're looking for, where is it? Meals is 20. So do until we have 5. And how much do we make? I don't think that's actually set. Let me just say produce until the base has 5, and then we'll see them crack on. For wood, I'm going to say do until we have... Oh, actually, wait. Let's go with 4. That'll produce 20 planks. Yes, I got this wrong last time during the tutorial. I've already got 60 planks. So actually, I'm going to say... Actually, so it'll be... give me 12. Let me go to 16. So that'll always give me... Was it 80 in total? So there'll be a couple more. Anyway, no metal workbench, no sheltered storage, runway and complete planes, and no plane stationed parking spots as well. But the rest of it is underway. I can see that the crew have done what I would like them to do. This is rarer, in my experience, and with the AI in the computer. I want them to get it in the storage area as soon as possible, and they've done just that. Now, naturally, some of this, I will have to remove the... oh, I can't actually remove the roof because it's a plan. But we can see that... no, I can't actually select that. Okay, once that's built, I should be able to see the condition of these things. So, yeah. In terms of attacks and stuff, if we go to hangars and other... What's in other? Sandbag wall, corner, sandbag. Sandbags is good. You want an area where it's safe for everybody. So I will go for maybe sandbag of there and there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hang on, wait. Let me cancel that. That doesn't feel right. Is that right? Oh no, it should be all right. Let's continue on. Building other... on corner sandbags. I mean, okay. Cancel that. Building. Floor. And you can change the items of it. Cement. Cement wall, no. Must be so corner sandbag. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And then that one there. And then there. Which is all wrong as well. Okay, I'm just going to do that. That's going to be a... That's going to be designated a zone. Safety zone. So, we can assign crew to that. There you go. So that's where they will go when things... If things are under attack. Now, having every single crew member over there is probably not a good idea, because if that gets hit, then it's every single person is probably going to be taken out. However, we shall see... We'll see what happens in the longer term. Let's just go to max speed, and we'll let the game do its thing. I do want to go for infrastructure. We don't have water pumps. We don't have a fireplace. I'm a bit worried about being attacked. It's not in runways. It'll probably have to come from HQ. We need, in order to get HQ, I need a minimum of 1 runway and 1 parking spot. That's why we haven't got access to HQ. And then we can request certain items. Like, I'm thinking Bofors. As for the bed, I think I'm going to dismantle these barrels. Because I want to build out maybe around here. And put some more beds in. There's the airstrip built. Now we're going for the parking spots. Let me go for building. Floor. Sorry, wall actually. So there's basically... You need 1, 2, 3, 4. So it'll be table, bed, table, bed. So it's actually that. And floor. And destroy that wall. That wall. And that wall. That's much better than when I last played it, because that's a lot easier to select. That's great. Who'd have thought that a lot of updates have Made the game better. Oh, wait. Maybe better is not the right term. More complete. And there we go. That's where I can place more beds. So, farming's still going. That's over there. Currently sleep time. Let me go to objects, barracks, bed. And then there's 2 beds. All right. So, low water supply is a bit of a problem. There is water, however, and we'll gather water. Let's have a look around. Water there. That's a rock that's been damaged. We have a damaged rock. There's water over there as well. We now have... Oh. Missing tarp. We don't have tarp. Okay, I'll have to make some tarp at some point. But what I can do is get a plane. And we start with the Gloucester Gladiator Mark 1. Manufacturer, Gloucester Aircraft Company Limited. Width is 3.38 metres. Length is 8.36 metres. Engine is 1 Bristol Mercury 8A. 4 machine guns. Maximum speed of 414 kilometres an hour. I guess all this would have been an Imperial. Old school. Back in the day. Ceiling is 10k. And range is 715k. Ian Boyle. There you go. The magnificent man with his flying machine. We will request the plane. And success. Okay, so we have succeeded like a budgie with no beak. We have medium parking spots, wooden table, flagpole, small fuel tank, wooden chair, sick bed, windsock, and a toilet. And we will confirm that. Okay, so we have another goal. So we will have a look at that. Harvest 5 trees, build a saw station, done. Craft 5 sets of planks, not done. Own a field kitchen, done. That's great. Let's go to HQ. So you can see HQ, we've got our equipment that we can bring in. So I'm bringing in bricks, repair parts, food rations, and metal. That's going to be the delivery. However, I do want to get... where is it there? A Bofors 40mm anti-aircraft gun. You've also got searchlights and radio towers. And I have no idea as to what these do mechanically in the game. I mean, I can guess that the Bofors shoots down planes. Orlican gun, same thing. Vickers machine gun, probably same thing. Turret trainer, this is all training. Yeah, same as the trainer flight simulator. Lookout, maybe that gives us bonuses for stuff coming in. Same as the searchlight and stuff like that. However, I do definitely want... I do definitely want some more canvas. So, what is that classed as? Tarp. I can... Ah, look at that. Airbase is too low. So I can get more items if I was so inclined. But I could get rid of some of these. But I don't know if I need to. Let me just close that up. Because if we go over to objects and workbenches, I believe there is... metal workbench, saw station, bricks. There is a... area. Tailor station produces tarp and camouflage. Right. So I need a tailor station. Okay. But I'm not going to worry about it too much for now because we've got the guys cracking on with the thing. Preparing for planting and stuff. I've probably put in far too many beans, you understand, but I'll let them do that. We're going to go to harvest trees, so we're going to chop down some trees. Where at? I'm going to chop down the trees here. This is all harvest and then harvest here. And you can see these now. We've still got the trees, and these grow up. So you do get basically resources that are finite. So you break the rocks ain't growing back. You harvest water, it will indeed fill back up, I believe. Similar thing, mushrooms grow back and the trees grow back and stuff like that. Unless you basically tarmac over it, then in which case, well, that's your fault. Right, so saw station. I have produced until I have 16. 16? See, I'm not too sure. If I just change that to produce 2 and don't repeat, because I can prioritize, and then what will happen is you'll take the wood over there and then create 5 sets of planks. My mistake. There you go. Right, okay, it's 5 sets. And we've also got harvest trees, which we will do as well. All right, so I don't know why that area there, they're saying that there's problems. I'm guessing we just don't have the seeds. It is possible. Because you harvest seeds from the beans, I'm going to grow the beans, and then I'm going to turn that into food. Because I'm guessing that comes down to just food, and then you make crafted meals. How we're doing over here. You can see integrity on most things is 99, 92, 92, 91. It's better because it's not on the ground. There you go. And we've now crafted 5 sets of planks, and now we're harvesting the trees. So that's good. No metal workbench, not enough chairs, and more planes possible, and there's also low seeds. We'll get to seeds later on. And, oh, okay, so we will pause it. We have now a new mission. New Clear Sky Recon mission. Let's go to the mission map, and we can see that it is from our airbase here at Lichfield over to here. It expires in 7 hours. Formation up to 3 planes with a 1-star difficulty. Let's prepare that, and we will add our Gloucester Gladiator with the pilot of Ian Boyle with an unknown amount of health on that. It's rated fuel, integrity, and health. The overall damage is... Oh, no, this is recon rating. So planes have different ratings when it comes to... I think it's fighting, recon, transport, bombing, things like that. They also have a very confident trait, so they have, +2 minimum capability. So we will assign them to that. The success estimate is 93%. That is based on the combined forces of our recon rating, and we get bonuses because we are very confident and have a trained crew. Fuel is 42, which... I have no idea if that's a lot or not. I'm going to assume with one Gloucester Gladiator on a mission that is relatively close, 42 is not going to be a lot. When if you put, say, 4 Lancasters going halfway across Europe, then that's probably going to be a little bit more. Let me just continue on with that one, and let's see. So, doing some farming over there. Let me go to objects, because we can go to barracks and... Oh, it's not in there. Chest of drawers. Is that a chest of drawers? Hang on. That is a draw floor. Oh. It's not an infrastructure. Not in here. Medical. There's more chairs, but I do need tarps for that. This is decorations. Posters. Interesting. Okay. And then training. Is that classed as training? Yes, training. Okay. You might be able to hear the plane is gone. Plane's left, doing its own thing. It's not doing its own thing. It's doing the mission that I've specifically told them to do. So hopefully we'll be all right there. Shipment status, mission ongoing. Once you've got these stamps, you basically get your shipment. And we've got no strikes. Interesting. So we're going to cook up. We're going to harvest trees. That might provide us with some more stuff. Let me go to chopping down of the trees. I'm going to say harvest everything there, please, and thank you. Which includes rocks and... Okay. Clear Sky Recon Mission, South Downs. Recon was successfully completed. Everything looks clear. Mission successful. Performance 34, target is 23. Some victory points of +1. Base confidence and base mood. We will close. We have been debriefed. So morale has gone up. It's still in the green, and the plane has landed. We have now been given... Oh, excellent. Water pump, metal shelf, locker, roadblock, stove, chairs, tables, and a portrait flag. Okay. Let me just go to pause for one moment. Let me just double check the plane. I can order maintenance and repairs and fuel, although I can't actually because I don't know if I have fuel. No, I don't think I do. Let me just double check HQ. That's been successful, so I need to get these completed missions, I think, for the shipment. Free initial week shipment bonus coming end of week. Okay. Let's go for this one. So, fulfill a weekly HQ order. Respond to missions 0-4, successful mission 0-3, receive HQ shipment, and receive any anti-aircraft gun from shipment. Good. Okay, let's go to runways, and we're going to go for a small parking, and we're going to place that there, and there you are. Let's go back over to objects, and to the barracks, and lockers. Organised work affects train in a 3-meter radius. Well, that's not what I want. I want this chest of... There it is, chest of drawers. And it requires planks. Is an orientation? There is an orientation. And there you go. Do I definitely need tarp? But I don't know how I'm going to get it. Well, I do. It's actually Taylor Station. However, no metal workbench. I will place a metal workbench in here. Not enough chairs. Okay, I do want some chairs. Chairs will be in objects and in recreation. No, seating. Seating, chair. However, I'm going to change it over to a wooden chair. In fact, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to... Can I destroy these chairs and get the tarp back? If I can, that'll allow me to build the other bed. Otherwise, I'm going to have to just demolish some beds and start building a better bed. Week 0, we have approved shipment of bricks, spare parts, food rations, and metal with no strikes. We will confirm the delivery. I could have brought in the tarp, but I really want in definitely the repair parts and ammunition and such. And basically, the default is fine for now. That will receive a HQ shipment. So, we'll see that in the morning. And how many crew do we have? We have 9 crew. How many sleeping arrangements? 2, 4, 6. No, not 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, 11 when I've got that one in there. Let's pause it for a moment. We have another mission. It is a light fighter interception over the Dover Strait. Again, difficulty of 1. Expires in 6 hours. It is a 5-plane formation. I will prepare and put Ian Boyle onto that. Maybe I won't. Why can I not assign them to this? Can I not get there? It is not allowing me to assign them to the mission. Right. Required fuel is 59. Need at least 1 airplane from formation. Plane management. Here you can switch crew members from your planes. Pay attention to the best suited roles and put them in the matching seats. The pilot must always be filled with a pilot. Fuel is 205. Okay. So I can't add them. 10% risk. Required fuel. Should be fine. Panic. Airplane can't fly. Why? What's wrong with it? Why are they panicked? Ian, Fever Boyle. Current task is panic. I could tell them to stop panicking. Can I? Why are they panicking? Stop panicking. This crew member is panicking and will keep running in random directions. And now they're stockpiling. They've obviously there's something gone on when they were in the air. I can assign them now. A success estimate is only 54%. I don't like those odds. You can leave these to expire. And sometimes it is best to do that, and I am going to do that. For 2 reasons. Firstly, 50% chance, not great. Secondly, frankly, I want to see what happens when we don't do it. Oh, I'm guessing, actually. Yeah. We need to fulfill our mission quota. Oh, do I send them? Go on, start the mission. I shouldn't really do it on a 50% chance, but the failure is... We know exactly what the failure will be. It'll be reduced supplies. We need to get better at it. You can see the guys moving loads of stone inside here. Yeah, I might have to change that up, but we'll see. That tarp has been sorted. Light fighter interception Dover Strait. Mission successful. +5 crew confidence. +1 victory points. +20 base confidence and +10 base mood. Let's finish debriefing on that one. Let me also go to objects, tables and chairs, and the wooden chair. And frankly, wooden chairs around here. 5 chairs there, and make it 10 chairs around this TV, the outside TV, and prioritize building that. So let's see what state this is in. Oh, it's actually fine. Let me order a refuel though. So respond to missions 1 of 4, successful missions 1 of 3, receive HQ shipment and receive any AA shipment for the Bofors. But I don't think I can do that. Because the Bofors, we need to do this. Mission quota not fulfilled. Shipment is reduced. Mission quota. Requirements. 2 missions and 40% chance of success. So I need to do 1 more. Okay. I need more bricks. I need a brick station. I need more chairs. And we've got things like low recreational items, more planes possible, etc. And low seeds. Not something I'm going to worry about too much. We are, I think... all right for the time being. Okay, we are going to leave it there for now. That has been a bit of Ground of Aces. Good start, I think. Good start. A nice gentle start, easing us into the game where basically we've got the storage for our items. We've got storage for our people, otherwise known as the barracks here. Medical tent. We've got some production for food and some wood and things like that. Obviously, we have got planes and are running various missions there as well, and various flights. So yeah, overall then I think we're doing quite well. Like I say, for our very first attempt. You can change the colour of things as well. So there's the Gladiator. You can go for like the Temperate Land, Day Fighter, Night, and Pre-War. I don't know what the difference is in terms of stats. I don't think there's anything. Yeah, you can just change it. Okay, either way, we're going to leave there for now. Like I said, next time we will look at continuing on and going for fulfill a weekly HQ order. We want to respond to the missions, successful missions, get them done, and receive some anti-air guns. And yeah, we'll see how we progress. Let me know what you think in the comments. And as always, hope you have enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. And generic partings.